So I think the first thing you wanted to talk about was parcel abstracts. Do
Yes,
we have
here
that
it is.
slide?
Yes.
Okay. So
I will highlight when you.
oh, you're going to highlight?
Yeah. So there. Okay, that's the first thing, right?
Oh, beautiful. Okay. So hopefully everyone is aware of what this is, or it looks familiar, but I know a lot of people aren't. This is called a parcel abstract. This is where we begin our title search, and this is really invaluable for you folks. You can get this through Geo. Okay. I know Conrad always says he always got this on every deal that he did. There's tons of valuable information here, lots of juicy nuggets. Okay. So through the Geo store, you can get it. And I think it's about $32. Money, I would suggest, well spent. Okay. So this is, there's a lot of information going on here. I'm going to pull out some really key things for you so you can learn a little bit about how to read this. So first things first, up in the property description, this is not just gobbledygook. There's great stuff hiding in there. All right. So what I have pulled out is every once in a while, on more properties than not, you will see an S/T or a T/W. I've spoken about this before, but the S/T is a subject to. So this is telling you that this property has something impacting it. And it could be a little bell easement. It could be a big hydro easement. Okay, so we have seen situations where, and this happened a few years ago in Oakville, there was one of these in the property description. It was a hydro easement over a decent chunk of the property. No one brought this to the client's attention. The client put a pool in the backyard. Town of Oakville issued a pool permit. The pool went in, and then a couple of years after that, Hydro wanted their easement back. So huge lawsuit. Client had to rip their pool out to give Hydro their easement back, and everyone got sued, including the agent who should have brought this initially to their client's attention before they even went into the offer. Okay, so by virtue of this being in the legal description, this is the seller's disclosure to the buyer of something there. There is nothing else the seller has to do to disclose this easement. It's sitting right there in the property description. Okay, so once you have this parcel abstract, you can actually pull this document and read what it says. So this S/T LT1112 is the document number. You want to then continue on through Geo, grab the document, read what it says so you can properly discuss this with your client. And if the wheels come off and you don't know what to do, you flip it to us and you ask us to help your client, okay, to figure out what this is. But really good information in that.
Come up on the lawyer search?
Well, yes, but I'm talking about this is before we get there.
Yeah.
So by the,
You said there was a lawsuit after.
yes.
After it closed.
Well, I can't
I
speak.
would say there's a lot of onus on the lawyer that did
Well,
this.
I did say everyone was sued. And I'm just,
The lawyer.
Well, everybody gets pulled in,
everybody was sued.
and then they apply a percentage to it, right? So yeah, let's.
On a buyer's agent, not a listing agent. So as long as you disclose legal description on a listing in
You're
the
good.
offer, you should be okay,
That's right.
right? So it's more on a buyer
That's
agent.
right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
That's right.
And that's why we always have sometimes full legal description in Schedule A, because they don't fit.
Yep.
There is
On,
very
listing,
important,
right?
there's very important information in there. This
Okay.
could be, as I say, a hydro easement. It could be a right of way. It could be something that significantly impacts the property. Important information here is how your clients, how the sellers hold title to the property. So if you are concerned about how they hold title, who you're dealing with, is this an estate property? Has one person died? Does the survivor own it automatically? There's good information here because in this case, you see J10, and this means they hold title as joint tenants. Okay, sometimes this does not come up on Geo, as I understand. So if you have questions about that, it's on the parcel abstract.
You got that? Yeah. Joint tenancy versus tenants in common.
That's right.
Okay.